Hello there. Welcome to another day, another exciting adventure. And today is the day I've been wanting for a long time to finally go and explore the extremely famous, that is a fast car, Chinese Forbidden City. Now you will have recognized this, I'm sure, through many photos just appearing online and across the web, and of course for me one of the most recognizable is 30 Seconds to Mars from yesterday's video clip from many years ago now, but it was all shot, or most of it was shot in here, and I will try to simulate some of the shots for you to really sell the similarities there. But I'm so excited. There's a lot of people here today. Apparently this attraction pulls through at least 50,000 per day. Most of those are domestic travelers here in China themselves. As you'll see, a lot of groups in orange hats. They're all come here from across China to come and take this experience, and I'm here to do the same from New Zealand, so let's jump in and get started. So now through the first gate out of many to go, I'm just blown away. Just you walk through and you come out to these three-staged bridges crossing this magnificent little moat or estuary or stream, whatever you call it, and it actually has some really lovely carp and fish inside. It's just a scale unlike I've ever seen before, and it's magnificent, and I'm really excited to push through and experience and show you more of it. Let's continue. So to put this into perspective for you, here's a full panorama, I guess 360 spin around of what this whole first part, this first square of this palace looks like. As you can see, the people are tiny in the background and the walls are just spanning. Now if we jump to this big display here, you can see we are currently this red dot in amongst this giant square piece here. And when we pan out, we've got all these other massive, larger sections to go as you work your way through, and then when you span out you can see all the other individual parts. Now actually these parts that are grayed out, these are, grayed out, these are all houses, towns that used to exist in and amongst the palace back in the day. Now they're just there for display, but this is such a huge achievement for human creation back in the day. I'm just blown away. So I've pushed into the second section, and these just get more extravagant than ever. Unlike a massive open space like the previous meeting area one, this one has got more little halls and temples. And you can see in the background, this little spot there, that's actually a tower sitting on a giant mountain. Now that mountain was actually created, there's a step, from the unearthing and the excavation of all this ground. So it's crazy that they made a full mountain to build a higher temple on using the excavated material from here. This place is intense. Now I've just come across these guys digging up what is the courtyard, all the bricks. Now they're obviously fixing some that are cracked, but look at the size of these things, man. Like, holy shit. Those are massive bricks, and this whole courtyard is made of them. That just goes to show how intense this project was. I've now come into one of the interior middle courts of this whole palace, and this is actually called the Imperial Hall of Peace. This is where the Emperor would come, and it's a part of this massive garden complex, so you can see it's very tranquil, very peaceful. Well, not at the moment, there's bloody tourists everywhere, but for the most part it was designed to be one of the most sacred parts of this palace, where this is where the prayers would be made to the heavens and everything, and yeah, it's just done with a lot of greenery, and on the other side of these walls there's fountains and jade jaguars and everything, so it's quite the display. I've now exited the Forbidden City. It was just amazing and so cool to walk through, and now I'm at the southern end, which is, sorry, northern end, which of course is where I mentioned the hill was with the giant watchtower up the top. So on my way through the lovely gardens, all the roses are out in bloom and force, and yeah, I'm gonna walk up this hill and just enjoy this garden. There's some strange birds in the background, but we'll see how this little park turns out to be. It's a very strange bird. Alright, so here's the little story that just occurred. I'll plant myself down. There's a cafe down there. I was walking past it when two young, lovely ladies, maybe about 29, 35-ish, between that age, came up and introduced and said, "Hey, where are you from?" I said, "I'm from New Zealand." And they're like, "Ah, yes, Kiwi, Kiwi." These are Chinese ladies, so forgive me for the poor accent. Now, instantly, my mind said, "Holy crap, am I being targeted right now? Are these ladies possibly trying to lure me somewhere?" Then they said, "Would you like to come in for a cup of tea?" Now, right at then and there, I said in my mind, holy shit, they're gonna like try and drug me or something, because you never know what to expect when you're a tourist in a foreign country. So I decided, you know what, they're young, they're hot, let's go along with it. So I went along with it, and I just came away alive, luckily. But they said, "Would you like to have some tea?" And I said, "No, thank you, I'm from New Zealand. We don't drink tea, we have beer on hot days." So I had a beer. I double checked that the seal was still seal on it. It wasn't broken, so therefore nothing could have been happened to it. And as I was drinking, they said, "Oh, you're sure you want some tea? It's perfect. Do you have something against tea?" I'm like, no, just hot day. I want beer, don't want to drink tea." And like, okay, fair enough. Had a lovely conversation, found out as much as I possibly could about them, in their travels, who they are, just in case. And then I said, I've got to head up in 20 minutes. 20 minutes went by, and I got out and they've left. So I'm alive. I didn't drink anything that I wasn't supposed to, and I got to have a lovely afternoon beverage with some young hot ladies, which I'm still to this point thinking were trying to prey on me. So upwards to the hill. So I made it to the top of the hill after a lot of stairs, but the view up here is absolutely fantastic, as you've seen from the shot. So it's just, honestly, it's just something out of this world for someone of a completely different culture and country to understand how incredible and how much effort and how much history one country has. And you can see it from the construction from this Forbidden City alone. I mean, just from this angle up here, you can see the outer walls, which span what would be at least a kilometer in length and a kilometer diameter, and everything about it is just, oh, I've got no words for it. It's just magnificent, over the top, just, I mean, it makes sense for an emperor. No other normal commoner could ever have this, and we've never seen, or I've personally never seen anything like this in medieval or European history. We haven't seen anything like this since the ancient ages of the Egyptians and the Mongols and all of that stuff. So one final look before I head on down. And it's just absolutely fantastic. Now, it's bloody hot here in the peak of midday, so I'm gonna head home and chill for a bit. Then I'm gonna get out of these sweaty clothes, and I've got a cool cultural, what do you call it, like a food cooking event to attend to tonight, where we can learn how to cook some actual Chinese food using woks and actual methods. And that's actually placed in the middle of a hutong, which is an older Chinese village, so that should be fun, and I can't wait to try some new food. So that's it for the Forbidden City. Time to go home, get changed, and then go out and eat something. I made a tiny bit of a mistake. The tickets that I had for the kitchen cooking class later today is actually for this time, well, in a few hours, tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't know how I stuffed that up. That's all good. It means I can get to chill and edit some more vlogs. And I think I'm going to wrap it up there because, well, this vlog, I will make sure it is about 10 minutes, so I'll pack in as much info, but I highly recommend going to the Forbidden City. It was absolutely fantastic. It was a long few hours exploring, but nonetheless, absolutely incredible. And it was a shame though, when I found out afterwards that that wasn't actually the place that 30 Seconds to Mars shot their video at. It was actually a further one just outside of Beijing, which is a bit much smaller and older. It's not kept up to the level that this one has been, but nonetheless, it was an awesome experience and I can't wait to go and see more of China, which will be coming in the next few vlogs as I take my journey around outside of Beijing. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.